Hi everybody, this is Jenna Brumm at Brumm Farms in Baldwin City, Kansas. Today I thought I would answer a question about girthing up your horse or cinching up your horse. I've gotten a lot of inquiries lately about how tight the cinch should be. So today we have Ben. Ben is our little demo horse. Ben is actually the new horse at Brumm Farms. He's pretty happy. He's kind of sleepy. Ben is a 24-year-old Arabian gelding, and we're very happy to have him here for a lesson horse. So I've already got the saddle on. The saddle pad goes in the middle of the horse's back, covering the withers, not too far back that it goes past their loin or their flank line. And saddle just goes in the middle of the saddle pad. And I've already cinched them up, so I've made all of my folds. I've even found a little spot for the buckle. It's kind of a lucky deal. And I've made my T to tie, and I've tucked in my tail. A lot of you lesson kids know that that's my little deal. You make a T to tie, tuck in the tail. Can I do this one-handed? There we go. So when I first put on the saddle, I do not snug up my cinch super tight. It's a pet peeve of mine to see people just go to town really cinching up their horses first thing. So when I first put on the cinch, I just want it snug enough to where the saddle's not going to wiggle loose, it's not going to slide back out of place, or it's not going to get crooked or anything like that. It's snug enough to where it's going to stay in place, but not so snug that it's going to be uncomfortable. So as you can see, I can easily fit 4 fingers in here. I can fit fingers all the way down. So, it's not uncomfortably snug right off the bat. A lot of horses will get cinchy or back sore, or it just doesn't feel good if you cinch them up super snug right off the bat. When we put on the saddle and you finish putting it on, normally the routine is you go finish getting a drink or put your helmet on. I hope you put your helmet on. Put the bridle on. There's another 5 or 10 minutes before we actually get on the horse after we put on the saddle. So think of if you put a pair of pants on in the morning, if it's super snug, it's not comfortable. So when you first put on the saddle, it's okay that the girth is not super snug. While your horse is just relaxing here, it's okay to have kind of loose, medium loose cinch. So as you can see, my cinch is not very snug, and Ben is pretty content with that. So after you get the bridle on and put your helmet on and you're ready to get in the saddle, that's where you make your final tack check. Make sure your bridle is properly adjusted, that the headstall is adjusted, the bit fits, the curb strap, if you're riding Western, that it's adjusted properly. Then you check and make sure your saddle is adjusted properly. Make sure that your stirrups are the same side. Make sure your saddle's even. Make sure there's no dry or cracked leather that's going to pop loose that when you're riding. And then you can snug up the girth before you go to put your foot in the stirrup. So do your horse a favor. Let him relax while you're finishing up before you put on the bridle and before you take your horse into the arena or wherever you're going to go, and just leave the girth a little bit loose. Don't go to crazy town, snugging up the girth so tight they're not going to be comfortable standing around. We want our horses to be standing happily and content and relaxed, just like Ben before we go ride. So I hope this was informative for you. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to post it to our Facebook page. You can search Brumm Farm on Facebook to find us, or we do have a website. I welcome any questions. So thanks a lot, guys. Happy trails.